This episode of True News is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, an app or a web extension that lets you place your phone or laptop anywhere in the world. This thing encrypts all of your data, right? So that means when you are surfing and you've got passwords and photographs, private stuff that you wouldn't want anyone to see, no one can ever say it. I could have done with this a year ago, I know. Annoying, isn't it? Eventually, though, we got there in the end, thanks Surfshark. But also, you can watch content from other countries. You know how normally sometimes you go and click on something and it's like, this is not available in your location. Yeah, bitch, I got Surfshark now. Fuck your location, I'll be wherever the hell I want. Not literally, obviously, it's just on your phone. It just thinks it is. You know, when the football comes back, we all know that they do show the Premier League in America. You do the math. You know what I do. Also, Netflix is better in America, so just, I'm going to be an American today. No problem. Bit of a lifestyle change for me, because, you know, the Americans, they do eat a lot, don't they? And I'm watching my figure now I'm on lockdown. Not only that, if you go away travelling, you can set your shit back to England so that you can still catch up on stuff over here as well. Do you know what I mean? It's ideal, that. So just to lay the cards on the table, guys, Surfshark have supported us. They are helping us pay to make this content, to make you guys happy and entertain you. And therefore, we need you lot to get behind them. If you want to use a VPN, make sure it's this one. Use the link in the description below. The promo code is Geordie in block capitals. Very easy to remember. You get 83% off when you use my code, and not to mention 1 extra month free. That's 83% off, 1 extra month free. And if you're not happy and you cancel within the first 30 days, you'll get your money back. It's a really good deal, that. I mean, it just is. I hope you lot get behind Surfshark after they've got behind us. Really appreciate everyone who does. But now it's time for some true news, bitches. Welcome back to True News.
Welcome back.
We got Gio in the house tonight. Sacked Lawrence. It was inevitable. Finally put the real talent behind the camera in front of the camera there. A lot of you know this is our editor. A lot of you give credit to Lawrence for that. It's annoying. This is the kid who actually thank him in the comments.
This is the true Geordie face reveal. I'm really the work behind the scenes. He's just the actor.
Literally, he's got his hand up my arse just making us talk. Not literally, of course.
No.
Women only, thank you very much. Although
not discriminating.
We're not going back through all of that.
But yeah, Lawrence is a germaphobe, so he doesn't want to be out contracting disease, passing on disease, whereas I'm half Colombian, was raised in Blackpool, so...
Dude, he didn't have a bath until he was 11 years old.
Exactly.
This guy is...
I'm as dirty as they come.
Just ask his missus.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out your socials, though?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Gio Toralva, on Twitter, Visuals by Gio.
That's enough. All right. One's enough. One's enough. Just Instagram. Just
Twitch, Snapchat. No.
All right, mate.
Okay.
Just get back in your box. Everyone's panicking now, you know. I've already been there, done that, dealt with it.
Well, yeah, it is a global pandemic, Brian.
You know, I smashed it to bits in February before it was all mainstream. Went there, handled it.
He caught it with the left as it was coming in. We need to deal with the coronavirus like we dealt with Nate Diaz or Jose Aldo. We must not deal with it like we deal with Floyd Mayweather, where we allow it to evolve and mutate. And, you know, we smoke it in the early rounds, but it comes back later composed and knocks us out in the 10th, which is October.
One man who is in a fight at the moment, it's not Lawrence, don't worry, he hasn't got the virus. Blue Val man, we think he has got it.
Yeah.
Symptoms.
Remember?
Symptoms.
He hasn't been confirmed. It's the symptoms. We're worried about him. Do send him a get well soon message on Twitter. God bless him.
Yeah.
I've got all the faith in the world in you, Dave. Anything I can do, you can do. Come on. We're going to get better together. Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Everyone go and send tweets out to Dave. Instagram DM him, whatever you can.
Yeah. Just don't go and visit him, because then you might get it yourself.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
That wouldn't work.
No.
So 6ix9ine's managed to get himself out of jail on the basis that the kid's got asthma. Obviously, that's not the only thing that did it. He was facing like 40 fucking years. He just snitched on all his mates.
Yeah, and that's how he got his sentence reduced.
He got it right down to like 2 years, then it's down to 1, and he's like, look, if this coronavirus gets me, I got asthma, I could die. So the option is to get himself out on the streets again, where the bloods could probably kill him as well. I'm not really convinced he's going to last that long. I am worried about this guy, not on a Blue Val man level. We don't care about him that much. I mean, he's a good artist and that, but he's no Dave.
Yeah, his food reviews are shit.
The only thing is, I don't know what his plan is. Like, is he just going to hire a load of fucking security guards and be like, look, if someone wearing a red bandana comes up, just tell them I'm not here. Do you know what I mean? Or if they find him in the street, just say, no, stay within 2 meters, mind you. You know, remember the rules. Yep. You could catch something, and then if they get closer, then you just start coughing on them. Maybe they'll just run away with a gun.
Can't take a chance nowadays.
I mean, let us know in the comments how long you think 6ix9ine survives. Where does he go from here? Would people still listen to his music even though he snitched? Do you think it's fair that he snitched? Because to be fair, they did fucking kidnap him, rob him of money, threaten his life.
The fact that he got his sentence reduced from 49 years?
It was something like
49 years to 1 year. Like, who the fuck did he snitch on? He must have snitched on like a big, like, a kingpin of like a mafia.
He was the Oprah of snitching. You get snitched on. You get snitched on.
I've got a similar experience. When I was in school, I cheated on a French exam.
Sorry, did you say similar experience?
Yeah, this is a very similar experience. No, this is similar. No, hear me out. Exactly
the same.
I cheated on a French exam, basically, and there's quite a few people in the class doing it. And I sat next to this girl in maths, and she was like, "Oh, I've got to take the test today." And I was like, "Just cheat. I cheated yesterday." So she did it on her own in the class while we were all working.
She's the 6ix9ine.
Exactly. She got caught. So she got caught, and the teacher took her outside, and then she baits out me for cheating.
She sung like 6ix9ine.
Exactly, that was it. Then we
running at their mouth, but they never.
Exactly, and then I had to do the entire test again. So if I was one of 6ix9ine's mates that he snitched on, if they were to kill him, I don't know. I don't think I'd blame him.
Did you think about killing her though?
Oh, definitely.
And this is the thing, right? She was never heard from again.
Exactly.
So you be the judge of what happened. There's a reason why he's on the team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hitman, Scarface shit. Oh, this is a nice one. Drake revealed his little kid.
Yeah, Adonis.
It's a good name, that, isn't it?
It's a very good name. A lot of people were quite surprised about his appearance.
So it was the way it came out. So it didn't come out in a normal like way. It came out because he had a diss record done on him by another rapper who was like, "You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home." Yeah, it was such a good song. That the fact that he's just came out and went, "Look, this is the baby mama," because the whole point was Drake was supposed to end up getting married to Rihanna, and then all of a sudden he's got a kid with a porn star. She wasn't a real full blown porn star. It was more like,
who was she?
Sophie Brazeau. So she's like French, huge ass.
Français.
I wanked over her. Huge ass, say no more. So basically, this is Drake's baby mama, and a lot of people were giving him shit about it when it came out because she wasn't Rihanna, and he was supposed to marry Rihanna. Life isn't always perfect.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes Rihanna dumps you, and a fucking French porn star shows you some attention. Next thing you know, you're up to your nuts and guts.
Exactly, and you pump one out, and now he's got a kid.
It can happen to the best of her, right? And if you're going to do it, I think this is a good choice. She's hot as fuck, in my opinion. It's not really fair because a lot of people are giving her, like, judging her, really. And I think she's a good-looking woman. That is what I'm talking about, son.
It's very, very your
she's
type.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Get off her back, for a start. Anyone out there saying she's not Rihanna or whatever. Who is Rihanna? Only one. And anyway, his little son looks cute as fuck as well.
Yeah.
This is a funny picture.
Oh, my gosh.
He's already on the scissor.
Who's your man doing that?
That is a beautiful.
That's a good photo. She looks a lot like Will's girlfriend in that, I think.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
That's not me, just to be clear. I'm not. That's what you said.
What? Why is that bad?
No, but because I'm sitting here ogling over this woman, and now you're saying she looks like my mate's girlfriend. Not ideal.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
All right.
First true news. We're going to let him off with that. People are often asking, like, what happened? What was he saying in her? That's what he's seeing in her.
Yeah.
We clear?
It all makes
Don't
sense.
question it.
No.
She's got a huge ass.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
But were they in a relationship for a while, or was it like a one-night stand?
It was a quick thing, I think.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Did you ever hear the explanation he gave for it?
No.
I end up in this situation where I don't have the fairy tale like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna, and like this is like so perfect.
Being married to someone like Rihanna, I think that would be really hard work.
Oh, definitely.
Like, this woman has
100%.
every man in the world wanting her.
Yeah.
The level of fucking high maintenance she would be at would be incomprehensible. I think he made the right call here.
I mean, not a lot of big celebrity relationships work out because both of them are just so busy doing their own stuff.
Jay-Z couldn't fucking keep it together with Beyonce. Like,
they're still together though, which is insane.
but like, we all know what went down there.
I think I was more scared to tell my mom because my mom has had real belief and real relationships with women in my life, like over the course of my years, that I'm sure she would expect or be elated if I were to have gotten one of those women pregnant.
Well, what she knew.
The way they're talking about it is like because it was a porn star type thing.
Well, that's what I said. It was like, if you have a kid with a porn star, that's different, isn't it?
But the thing is, she never got, to my knowledge, and I've done extensive research, she never took a dick on camera.
Oh, really?
It was all just dancing naked. Now, to me...
Is that a porn star then?
Worse shit goes down on OnlyFans, especially now.
Oh, definitely.
She was just literally dancing naked on video. Like, all right, it's not, you don't want it, but...
More of a cam girl than a porn star,
absolutely.
I'd say, yeah.
Let him off with it. Good on him. I think it's great that he's showing the kid as well.
And he's going to grow into some money. Oh, yeah.
There's women out there who'd fuck that boy already. That's the sad thing.
Let's not get into that.
Sadly, on top of Blue Van Man, the coronavirus has claimed another victim today.
I made smart investments. That's why, right now, with this huge academic, with with the huge shit that's going on, all this crazy shit that's going on, my investments are still paying off.
Okay, so he's made up for himself there, isn't he?
The best bit about this is Floyd always flexes on his investments.
Yeah.
And by investments, he means getting punched in the face for a living. They make for a lot of money, but then he's not the Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
And yet he can't even pronounce the word epidemic. My favourite bit, right, is the eye movement.
What I love, he sees it's coming up. He's thinking, all right, I've got to say this fucking word. And then he's like, like what?
With this huge academic,
Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking. I'm searching.
With the huge shit that's going on.
Poor Floyd, he's had a bit of a hard time.
Yeah, he's had a rough time lately,
Yeah.
so we're just having a bit of fun. But, condolences, because the guy's gone through a lot of shit lately.
Definitely. Keep yourself safe, Floyd, and obviously Floyd Senior as well. If anyone's vulnerable to the coronavirus, Floyd Senior.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something.
Me, myself, personally, I don't want to have the coronavirus.
I'm gonna be safe.
So Joe Exotic apparently has the coronavirus. Now, this is like the weirdest turn of like, out of nowhere, a Netflix show becomes the #1 show because we're all locked down and we're all talking about this shit. Now, all of a sudden, the lead character, who's in prison, has the fucking virus that made us all watch it in the first place.
Yeah, it's 2020 in a nutshell, you could say. Is he locked up with 6ix9ine by any chance?
He's done an interview from prison, apparently, in which, strangely, does he look a bit womanly there to you?
He looks a lot younger to me. That doesn't look like him. I didn't think that was
He
him.
looks like he's got makeup on.
It looks like Keith Lemon doing a parody of Joe Exotic.
He actually always wore eyeliner as well.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? In the show, he has like eyeliner on.
Oh, really?
We're going to do a podcast about it soon before you start getting in the comments. Let's see what you had to say.
I think America wants to know, how have you been since the release of the documentary?
It has been like a poop parade on Prune Avenue, and I am the dang roustabout who got handed the pooper scooper. Well, let me tell you something, sir. Don't just whiz in my soup and call it minestrone, Chris Maloney.
I didn't trust this from the moment that I saw that Stephen Colbert was doing the interview. That isn't Joe Exotic.
Is it not?
No, it's not. That's quite clearly someone doing like a parody of Joe Exotic.
It does look like him though.
But it's not him. His eyes are too big.
Like, this is a live link from the jail.
That looks more like David Guest than it does Joe Exotic.
When you look at that picture, I think it is him, you know.
Are you being serious? That is obviously not him. What happened to all of his wrinkles, Brian?
Yeah, it's definitely not him.
I'm broke as shit. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life. I've had some kinky sex. I have tried drugs.
Do you know what's mental? Occasionally, when you watch him ranting about his political beliefs,
Yeah.
he'll literally hit the nail right on the head as well.
With what?
He was talking about, like, basically people having medical marijuana freely and readily available if they need it and stuff. If people want to euthanize themselves when they're in, like, later on in life and they're past having a quality of life, it should be their right. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to ask a politician, you shouldn't have to ask the government. He was making some points and I was like, yeah.
Would you vote for Joe Exotic if you lived in Oklahoma or no?
Sometimes I would just do something for the banter, and right now I would definitely vote for him.
I think he may be the reason why coronavirus is spreading. I think we could bring him out of prison and try and see if he can stop it.
I would like to put him and a group of tigers on it.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the bats were the cause, the tigers are the cure.
If he has got the coronavirus, I hope he's alright, because
Yeah.
I kind of grew to like him, even though he wanted to kill Carole.
Yeah, of all the people in the documentary, he was definitely the most likable.
This is one thing where, when I watched it, I thought, I don't agree with that though.
I can't say the N-word, but you can get on YouTube and watch any black man's rap video and they're calling each other the N-word. What the hell is this discrimination? I'm white, I can't say the N-word and they can't.
That's where you lost me there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. I wouldn't vote for you on that.
Yeah, politically, Joe Exotic is quite interesting because on one hand, he's quite liberal, you know, the marijuana thing, and he's gay as well, so that's in a sense more liberal.
But,
and then the other side, he's very much like,
He's a
I want to
cowboy.
say the N-word and all this other stuff.
He is a cowboy. But I did like it when he was like, I'm broker than shit and I have used drugs. I thought, yeah, I could get with that. Alright, so interestingly, the main person who came under the most scrutiny out of that Netflix doc, Tiger King, is a woman called Carole Baskin.
Carole Baskin, you fucking bitch.
She basically inherited a fuck ton of money after her husband disappeared.
Oh yeah, disappeared.
Yeah, we're all skeptical, I think, and especially because in the documentary there's a moment where they're like asking her what happened and she's like, I wish his body would just turn up so that I could just say, see, I didn't kill him.
Yeah.
And it's like, wouldn't you rather him turn up alive?
That's a Freudian slip, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
She didn't
like
mean to say that.
she laughs at really weird times where you
Yeah.
shouldn't laugh, and
Yeah.
it's a nervous overcompensator for an awkward situation that she does. Well, anyway, the whole world has sort of uncovered her dirty little secret, and I've got to say, I'm leaning towards she fucking murdered the guy, especially considering he reported her and tried to get a restraining order put out on her because she threatened to murder him, and then he all of a sudden disappeared.
Exactly.
But anyway, she's come out and strongly denied all of this by not coming out and sending her new husband out to do a video for her. Nothing says I'm innocent like hiding from the cameras, am I right?
This is a video for our supporters to explain to you the deception that took place in the making of the Netflix Tiger King.
Mind you, this guy's the most boring.
You know who he reminds
cunt,
me of?
isn't
He reminds me a lot of Prince Charles.
Yeah, he's the most boring bastard she could ever meet.
There's only one word I can use to describe this guy: simp.
As a man, it disappoints me is when a man just rips his ball sack off and goes, I'll just pop them in your handbag and do whatever you say. There's even pictures of him with a dog collar on.
It's Mr. MVP, Simp!
5 years ago, Eric Good and Rebecca Chaiklin approached us saying they wanted to make the Blackfish of big cats in captivity, to expose the abuse in captivity that's associated with the cub petting schemes and how these animals live in roadside zoos after they're too big to pet.
Obviously, he's going to say that they didn't do that.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, to some degree, they definitely did that.
I think that's what they set out to do. He went in looking for a cake, and what he found was a cake factory. Like, there was so much more to the documentary the more they learn, and there's so many different things that you can take from it.
And I think what he thought was, in this documentary that he thought was going to be made, he was going to be the good guy.
Yeah.
When they said we want to make the new Blackfish, he didn't realise that he would come under the same level of scrutiny that they all came under.
Exactly.
And maybe it would expose things about them as well, and he never thought that. He was like, oh yeah, well, we're the good guys in
Exactly,
this.
yeah.
We have turned down numerous people who came to us wanting to film because we did not think that they were going to do something meaningful. We thought they just wanted to do something sensational, and we didn't want to be part of it.
On what planet could your husband leaving you millions and randomly disappearing and everyone thinking you did it not be sensational?
When they found out the whole story behind Carole and her husband, in their minds, they won the lottery.
Yeah, but even then, whatever way they say that, it's going to come across like, this is mental. It doesn't matter how you package that up, it's mental.
When they told us that while they felt they had to mention the disappearance of Carole's husband, Don, 23 years before.
23 years before, as if we're supposed to think, it was 23 years ago, what's the big deal? It's water under the bridge, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nothing. Old news.
It's not a big deal.
Forget about it.
What? Yeah, I had just a little husband who disappeared 23 years ago and left us 20 million quid, but it's, what's that?
As part of the context and background on her, that it would be done in a respectful and truthful way. Not only did they lie about that.
It's not that they lied about it. They just interviewed a bunch of people, let everyone have their say.
Exactly.
And then the audience can make their opinion.
Carole had her chance to
Exactly,
speak.
yeah.
And if she wasn't convincing enough, and fuck me, she wasn't, that's on her. That's not anyone else's fault. At no point did the creators come out and interject and go, yeah, actually, we think Carole did it. Like, they just literally gave everyone their chance. And the fact that she hasn't even come out herself and done this video, and she sent a fucking bitch out to do her talking for her. What did Joe say? She gets everyone else to do her dirty work for her. For all we think Joe's nuts, he's being proved right. Did you see the Unbelieving Bruce where she said, I didn't threaten him?
I never threatened him. I never threatened him. I never threatened him.
See that? Oh, her tongue's dying to get out and go, I did. She's having to pull that thing back.
Yeah. But there's nothing behind the eyes. There's no real emotion there. And there's no sort of like remorse, not remorse, but, sadness.
No, you're totally right. And Bruce points out, and he goes like, if you've been married to him that long, you'd speak about him as if you cared about him. At no point does she ever speak about this dead husband as if she cared about him.
Yeah.
At all.
And even the point where in the documentary she talks about the meat grinder, and she's laughing, she's saying, I couldn't even get his head in there, never mind a full body. And it's like,
how about you wouldn't want to kill him?
Yeah.
Can we start with that?
This week, Kim Kardashian tweeted asking followers if they thought Carole killed her husband. If she were to come and spend an hour with Carole, I know she would have her answer, and I know what it would be.
Because she'd be dead. Do you remember Ted Bundy? Charismatic guy, had women eating out the palm of his hand. Murderer, right? Was a really nice guy, fucking serial killer. So, the fact that Carole can be nice for an hour doesn't prove shit, mate.
In 15 years of living together, we have never had an argument.
That makes fuck all sense.
Nah. I'm sorry, I can't go 50 in fucking days with a woman without arguing with her.
Yeah.
There's either one or two things going on here. He's either fucking lying or he's in a relationship where he doesn't feel like he can answer her back. And we've seen evidence of that.
Which isn't really a real relationship.
Nah.
There must be something that he's getting from it as well. Now we know that Carole inherited all that money from Don, so maybe that's that's the pulling point.
Yeah. Unless he's a fucking volunteer as well, is he?
I ain't saying he's a gold digger. Alright, so we're all living in lockdown at the moment, and it's up to the big celebrities to reinforce the message of staying at home and not spreading the virus.
Set a good example, Gio.
Most of the celebrities are doing a great job of it, all but one. Aston Villa star Jack Grealish decided, fuck all that, I'm going out.
He's had a good time. Well, we're all sat in, behaving ourselves. Bless him. He needs to let his hair down. It's stressful being a multi-millionaire in these hard times. And he went and crashed his car into some parked cars. But don't worry about it, because he's sorry.
Hi, everybody. I just want to do a quick video message just to say how deeply embarrassed I am about what has happened this weekend.
He's still hungover, bless him. Bear with him. He's a bit stressed out.
I know it's a tough time for everyone at the moment, been locked indoors for so long, and I obviously just got a call off a friend asking to go around to his, and I stupidly agreed to do so.
Did you not listen to Boris? Boris said very specifically, if your friends ask you to meet up, tell them no.
I don't want anyone to make the same mistake that I did, so I obviously urge everyone to stay at home and follow the rules and the guidelines of what we've been asked to do.
He gives this biggest teenager vibe off, when your mother's having a go at you and you're like, all right, man.
Yeah.
He just can't be arsed, can he?
I know for a fact that I'll be doing that in the near future now.
Near future?
In the near future.
He's going to go out first, he's going to have one last jolly, and then he's going to go on lockdown with the rest of us. Fair play to him. And he got there eventually.
And he's not been specific either. He's not said, I'll give it a few days.
In the near future?
I'll start in April.
Start now, mate.
Hopefully, obviously, in the near future, we can all be out enjoying ourselves again. Once this is all boiled over.
You took enjoying yourself a bit farther. Even if you just went for a couple of cans in the house, how much did you have to drink in the house in order to get into that state? It's hard to get that fucked up in the house.
So, all in all, Jack Grealish, # do better.
So Keemstar tweeted this out. Shout out to Drama Alert and all that. I don't know how he found this. We'll assume it wasn't his own personal searches. Topless selfie set from a woman with my late daughter Ava, now available on OnlyFans. So just to be clear, this woman will not show the full picture for obvious reasons, out of respect for the dead. I'm assuming it's the mother on the right, and her dead daughter, I'm assuming she's not dead at the time.
I wouldn't think so.
Before they close the casket. Can I get a quick pic first for my OnlyFans? I'm taking the piss out of this because she's posting pictures of her dead daughter's tits on OnlyFans. I'm allowed to because she's putting them on OnlyFans and selling them for money, which I think we can all agree is dark.
With the hashtags MILF Monday and Quarantities. Next up, iDubbbz. Do you know much about iDubbbz or no?
Literally heard his name, but I don't have a fucking clue about
So in
this.
2016, there was 3 big YouTubers who came together, iDubbbz, Filthy Frank and Max Mofo, and they used to do that sort of like shot comedy. They used to like make cakes where they'd vomited it and stuff.
So Brody type shit.
Basically, yeah, they were like the Brody before Brody. iDubbbz branched off that and became very successful doing a series called Content Cop, where he'd basically take a YouTuber and break them down and basically just say all the bad things they've done or whatever. He was defenseless, like he could say anything and no one could really come back at him because he would do anything. Like,
all right. Do people like him or not?
Oh yeah, he had like a cult following. He did one on Keemstar, did one on Rice Gum, did a very famous one with Tana Mojo. Have you seen that one?
I think I heard about these.
Yeah.
So,
And what would happen is when these content cops would go out, the YouTuber would then lose hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Of all the content cops, the most popular one was a YouTuber known as Leafy Is Here, who was the first like commentary channel.
Did he just destroy him?
He basically just destroyed his career to the point where he actually left YouTube completely. Now, I'm pretty sure the content cop was the main reason behind that. So after slamming everyone else and basically being this guy where no one could come at him, his girlfriend started an OnlyFans account. Yeah.
The thing is, if you're going to be bulletproof, you have to actually be bulletproof. And when your girlfriend's posting a pussy on OnlyFans, you ain't bulletproof then. Everyone can nut over your girlfriend.
Yeah. So a lot of people having a go at him. I think a lot of his fans are saying that he's betrayed them.
So yeah, I personally don't have a problem with it. Most girls are posting bikini pictures on Instagram, and if I wanted to, I could just nut over them whenever I want. It doesn't have to be an OnlyFans, and no money needs to change hands.
Exactly.
I can nut over any girl I want. None of you can stop me from doing that. So if she's on OnlyFans, she is encouraging it. I'm not going to deny that. This is definitely part of the transaction here. But to have a go at him, maybe he's brought this on himself a little bit.
I think people have finally found the weak spot because he is like getting a bit defensive over it in some ways. I mean,
is he showing a bit of...
Oh, he made a whole video about it, yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of iDubbbz Complains. This is a very special episode where I get to tackle 2 topics that I've recently become very passionate about. A section of my audience who thinks they know me, and my opinion on sex work.
Quite a funny guy already.
Oh, no, he is.
Already,
yeah.
I like the delivery. There's a powerful tash. I just want to put that out there. I feel like he could blow up a building someday.
He looks a bit like a bomber, doesn't he?
Yeah.
My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur porn anything from double penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay.
Can we see his girlfriend? Just for context. I'm not a pervert. So this is her.
Joma?
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah.
She is cute.
She's like an e-girl, I guess.
Aye, absolutely. So, yeah, I can see how he would have met her, you know.
Together.
There's them two, looking very cute together, having a good time.
They're a nice-looking couple. I mean,
yeah, he's
I
making
think
a
no one's
laugh.
saying that, yeah.
So this is the type of thing that they're going to want to see then, isn't it?
So a lot of people are having a go. And as I mentioned before, the YouTuber that he destroyed the career of, Leafy is here, uploaded a video after, I think, 3 years of being offline. And this is the video that went out.
My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, and I think all of it is cool. Yeah, I know.
Dude, you're a fucking cuck.
So this guy basically destroyed his career, and he decided to come back after 3 years to make this 30-second video in which he's using a free trial of Sony Vegas because the little watermark's still bouncing around, and decided, this guy destroyed my career, I'm just going to go back on YouTube and have this one last dig at him for this.
That's the kind of shithousery we can all get behind. This guy ruined your career, but you think, you know what it is? I'm going to take 30 seconds just to say, and fuck you, mate. I'm not on either side. Good luck to both of them, but I do like that. Good on them.
The plot thickens when iDubbbz's girlfriend, years ago, had been tweeting Leafy. So this is back in 2016 when Leafy was at the peak of his reign, saying things like, do you swallow though? And why am I never in your videos? Do I need to lower the cost of money to get me to bend over?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine.
So these old tweets have resurfaced. So Calvin, Leafy's real name, has finally got his revenge.
He's had the last laugh.
Yeah.
And he who laughs last laughs the fucking hardest. Got to be patient for that though. I respect Leafy. He's finally come up. I don't know you, but good on you. You know, and good luck to that content cop kid, whoever he is. So a few weeks ago on a previous episode, we did notice Boris doing something that might have been a mistake.
I'm shaking hands continuously. I was at a hospital the other night where I think there were actually a few coronavirus patients, and I shook hands with everybody. You'll be pleased to know, and I continue to shake hands. And
didn't work out very well, Gio.
No, it didn't work out well at all.
Yeah, he's got the virus.
Yeah.
Should have washed his hands. Should have kept the 2 meters. In actual fact, probably could have let one know that this shit was around in February when I got it, and then maybe I wouldn't have been mixing with people and fucking probably spreading it. I've probably killed 5 people.
At least 5 people.
But never mind. We'll never know.
With the way you spread your germs.
They've done the clap for carers or the clap for the NHS in the UK lately. I don't know if you're from outside the UK. We're all supporting the nurses, the doctors, the carers, everyone, sending our love and support to them through the claps. And literally, when you open the doors all up and down the country, it's like
just roars of claps.
Yeah, it's fucking great, isn't it? Oh, the little old ladies. Hey.
What's quite nice about it is the fact that we've never been as isolated as this before, yet so united in something.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's great that the NHS are finally getting the appreciation that it's deserved after the Sharks have been circling that thing for years. I just hope people appreciate it enough to actually pay them what they're worth now. You know what I mean? Show them the money,
you know,
to the politicians out there, because now you realise how badly we fucking need them. No. But a side note, all right, we've done doctors and nurses and we're all happy for them, but it is time to move on, I'm afraid. I seen a second clap the other day. I was like, what about the real heroes?
Yeah.
What about the ones entertaining you lot from your fucking beds, from your couches?
The fearless.
Putting smiles on the faces of the kids who, when the doctors and nurses wash their hands, we can do no more. Who do you call? Influencers, Me.
Yeah.
KSI.
Big Star.
Clap for KSI. When's that going to happen?
Yeah.
Probably never. Sort yourselves out. Next Thursday, I want to see it. Hashtag it. Clap for KSI.
Priorities,
because
come on.
If you can't save that child, we're the ones who've got to put a smile on the dying child's face. Oh, make a wish, make a wish. You're going to pay me for it? What, I'm expected to do it for free? Is the doctor's time free? I don't fucking think so.
Not at all.
Pathetic.
Nope.
Not only do we keep you entertained from your home, we'll tell you what to buy as well. You wouldn't have a fucking clue what to buy if we didn't say, swipe up now, 15% off. You wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
So clap for the real heroes, clap for influencers. You'd be lost without us right now.
Alright, so last week we saw Conor McGregor demand full lockdown in Ireland following the coronavirus outbreak. Since then, he's made a follow-up video.
Hello everyone, hello Ireland. We have now entered a more substantial lockdown, and I am pleased to see it. You see, if you do not enter the game, you cannot win it.
Do you think this is scripted?
Yes, 100%.
I think I'd prefer it just to be a bit more loose.
Yeah. The way that he's pushing as well.
You
he's
see,
holding
if we
himself.
do not enter the game, we cannot win it.
I'm pleased to see.
It makes me feel on edge. I'm like,
it's almost like he's struggling to see the auto cue as well. He's a bit
just relax, mate.
Together, we must encourage home workouts, and we must encourage healthy, immune-boosting nutrition plans.
I like Conor, right? For all I've criticised in the past, I do. I fucking love watching him fight, and I admire his journey. But I do think rich people just fucking forget sometimes. Like, imagine you're just like struggling, you've just lost your job, you're on furlough or whatever, and you haven't got your full wage. fridge and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to just start putting a nutrition plan together and like home workouts when I've got a fucking, you know, a small flat to live in. Like, I don't know. He's sitting in there in this fucking huge McGregor Sports and Entertainment gym. Like, he's cush, you know.
Everyone should be asking their chefs to make them the best nutrition. Everyone should be utilizing their home gyms.
We need small space exercise programs available to the public, and we need it for all levels of fitness. I suggest bodyweight work, the need for no equipment. There are amazing workouts to be had here.
His heart's in the right place, and there's not really many sports stars come out and said anything like this, really.
No. And a lot of people look up to him, McGregor. I mean, in Ireland especially, there's a lot of young people
I'm
that,
sure.
you know, what do we do?
Yeah. What do we do, Connor?
Connor, we're looking to you for the answers, man. So this is pretty old news now, I guess.
Yeah, so this is old news, yeah, I agree. A lot of people have said to me in the past, you got to get this Ant Middleton fella on the podcast, and I just don't watch his programs for no reason particularly. It's not necessarily bad, I just never got round to it. So this was my like first introduction after everyone said get him on the podcast, and in my head I was like, fuck me, I've dodged a bullet there.
Am I still out travelling the world? Yes. Am I still shaking hands? Yes. Am I still cuddling fans at the airport? Yes.
The guy was in the SAS. I'm all for supporting the troops and stuff like that. But the way he was just like bigging himself up there, it was David Brent.
Am I washing my hands and keeping my hygiene to a high standard as always? Yes.
Are my grandparents both in bed suffering drastically? Yes. Am I putting the life of my loved ones at risk? Yes. Do I give a fuck? No.
Has my life changed? No. Am I going to let some disease, COVID-19, dictate my life?
The way he mocks it worries me a little bit.
Some disease.
Tom has a funny thing, isn't it? Call yourself a pandemic, love. I've had colds in the past harder than you, you prick.
Get out there, don't change, fuck COVID-19.
The fact that he's got through this without like laughing at any point makes me think, wow.
Wild Man, the co-host on the channel, requires hospitalisation. He's got the symptoms, his brother's got the symptoms, his brother's in self-isolation, his brother is younger and fitter. Wild Man has got asthma, high blood pressure, all the things that require people to go to intensive care.
I just want to say, when I first watched this video, I fucking panicked.
Yeah, so did
Not
I.
Wild Man. We've had him on the podcast before. He's instrumental in the Sean Atwood story. He's his right-hand man. Weirdly, sort of his Lawrence is kind of the other way around.
Yeah.
I was panicking that something could happen to Wild Man. Fear not, though. He is such a tough guy. He beat the coronavirus already, and you'll never believe how he did it.
Well, he said that after going through that struggle, he gave up and he said, look, there's people that are in way more need than me that need those hospital beds. I'm just going to tough it out. And then a couple of days later, he was fine. He was laughing about it. He said he beat it with cider, drinking copious amounts of cider. I'm not advocating drinking cider as a method to cure coronavirus.
Just to be clear, Sean Atwood there, his friend, may or may not have beaten the coronavirus by drinking cider, but that doesn't mean it'll work for anyone.
No, only a select few. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Probably just Wild Man.
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing if cider was actually the cure?
If I'm being honest, what I think might be a little bit more likely, hear me out on this, it's a wild, crazy alternative theory. He never had the coronavirus. He was just a bit run down, a bit ill.
He was hungover.
And just kept drinking, feels fine, never had it.
There you go.
That's probably more likely. However, I'm not going to take that W away from Wild Man. You beat the coronavirus drinking cider. Clap for Wild Man. Yeah.
I'm not advocating drinking cider as a method to cure coronavirus.
So this is food review 5 days ago. Just to be clear, what I'm looking for here is any signs that he might not be being safe, Tyler, because we want him to be safe. He is a bit at risk, isn't he?
Why is that? Because he's big.
And this is coming from me, because it fucking kicked my arse, the coronavirus, so...
I keep it so fly, and do you know why? It's because I know whether to buy that food.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's a food reviewer. We're leaving work now. We picked up Newman's Own. It's the Italian sausage and uncured pepperoni.
The eyelids looking quite heavy, aren't they?
Love it.
Yeah, he's looking a bit tired. He's looking like his immune system might be a bit weak.
So we're doing frozen pizza with everything going on. Can't go out anywhere.
He said he can't go out anywhere, so that means he's adhering to social distancing.
Exactly, that's good. That's what we want.
All right, we also stopped at the Packy.
The what? Stopped at the what?
Wait there. He might not have said what we think he said.
That might be Bostonian slang.
Like, so in England, there used to be a racial slur used by some people to describe people from Pakistan and their shops that they owned, especially in Newcastle. I'm ashamed to say, but it was the times, right? Things have changed. You know, we say corner shop. That's what you're supposed to say.
Yep.
It did sound like he used the same phrase that I used to hear when I was growing up on the estate.
He used to use.
Never. Never.
All right, we also stopped at the Packy.
I think what it is that might be a name for a shop in Boston, I guess, or America. I don't know.
I don't think he's racist.
Look in the background. So we're in his room now. Is there anything in the background that may suggest that he is?
That T does look like a potential swastika. I love the fact that when he eats food, he always takes 3 bites, and when he drinks, he does it the same.
Yeah.
3 gulps. He takes his time.
It's a dominance thing, I think.
Oh yeah, he loves it.
He's an alpha male.
Mate, he is the alphaest alpha motherfucking male of all time. He should be in the UFC.
Who would be a good matchup in the UFC for old Tyler?
Do you remember Roy Nelson?
Yes, that would be a great fight. Khabib's out. We need a new headliner for the UFC 249.
Well, I got 2. I got Roy Nelson versus food reviewer Carole Baskin versus Joe Exotic.
That has to be made.
Make them.
Has
Make
to
them
be.
happen, Dana.
Now, I don't know if we heard it in the video, but the oven is preheated. Let's go ahead and get the pizza in the oven.
I don't think he ever said that, actually.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it just is. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the way we went. The oven's preheated, but, let's get that pizza in there.
I almost feel like we're on a date with food reviewer on this. Yeah.
I feel like he's romancing us with cheap beer and a cheap pizza, and I'm loving it.
Let's go. It smells great, too. It smells real good.
He's gone through nearly a full slice, no review yet, just nodding.
He's taking it in.
This is the most I've ever seen him eat without even passing any judgment.
Like I said, good amount of pepperoni. That's always a plus. You want to have good pepperoni coverage.
I've never ever heard anyone in my life say
Use the word
you
coverage
want good
on a pizza.
pepperoni coverage. I do wonder though if the fire in the belly is dying down and it's more just about eating rather than reviewing. Let's get that balance.
Yeah.
Eating to reviewing. I want 50-50. I want to enjoy the food, but I want to enjoy reviewing the food.
Exactly. We need to know if it's a buy or if it's not.
Well, this is just kind of, the crust is like cardboard. Good flavor though.
It's not as highest energy we've seen Tyler, but God bless him. I hope he's doing all right.
Well, poor Tyler's probably been driving around looking for a fast food chain that's open. Everywhere's closed.
Genuinely, he's having a meh.
I just need to get some frozen pizza.
Poor guy. Well, hope you've enjoyed this episode of True News. We don't know when Lawrence will be back, so don't fucking ask us.
Yeah. I almost feel a bit like a substitute teacher. Your main teacher's not there, so you feel like you can just have a go.
Just be nice to Gio in the comments as well, because he's the one who often, has to block you guys. So if you want to be around here, it will be him. He's getting rid of you, swatting you like flies, popping you like spots. Do you know what I mean?
I've always been here with some True News. I've just been in the background.
You just didn't know it.
No.
Now the face has been revealed. So if you've been blocked on Twitter, it might be him.
No, he's not on Twitter.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, stay subscribed. Thank Gio for all his editing and now his presenting. And I think he did a great job. Hope you do as well. And we'll see you on the next one.